So today I am back in my Star Wars jumper because I live in it, and also because I'm doing something Star Warsy themed. It's my older brother's birthday coming up, so I am going to make him some chocolate. Star Wars chocolate. When I say I'm going to make him some chocolate, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take some chocolate that's already been made and then put it into a different shape. But it sounds more impressive if I say I'm going to make him some chocolate, so. And there is a lot to it. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to break up 1 bar of this in the food processor chopper thing. Shove that in the microwave until that's melty, and then add in another bar of food processed chocolate, because this is going to help with tempering. Let's go. So a quick science lesson for you. Chocolate needs to be tempered in order for it to hold its shape and to have gloss and to have a nice snap and everything. So you need to do it in particular stages. However, I did this way too thick, as you'll see in the future. My thoughts so far on having just done ham. Holy shit, what have I started? I've only got this weekend really to do it. Shit. It's a tricky one, you see, because I think that the chocolate has tempered, because the bits that I've accidentally flicked out of the bowl and onto the walls have come off very nicely with a nice crisp sort of snap sort of thing. But it was really thick going in there, so I feel like it's not gonna take. I blindly moved on anyway and tried to make the chocolate a little bit thinner. So this one is a peppermint one. Now I was gonna do a green Yoda, but then you've got to get oil-based food colour, and I just didn't do that. I just didn't do it. In hindsight, I would have mixed up this chocolate and peppermint a bit more, but never mind. I'm attempting to move on to the Death Star, so I've got my chocolate now. And obviously in this one it had a hole in the bottom, so I've had to plug up the hole. And hopefully it'll work. Oh, it's not looking great, you know. Never mind. So let's just give this a go, shall we? Right, let's see how that goes. Just smoosh it around. That's moving better than it did last time, so that's good. Okay, I'm bashing that to try and get rid of any air bubbles. I'm gonna leave that for a minute and just see how it goes. In the meantime, should we have a look at ham? Should we just, let's just take one actually. Oh yeah, that did not work. Works. It's not quite right. See, like his face is missing. He looks like he should be in Doctor Who, not Star Wars there. Bollocks. However, maybe I could just do it again. It has got a bit of a snap. Right, let's do it again. In a different bowl. And so that's what I did. I sort of flitted between doing lots of them at the same time, but this one that I'm doing here, the Darth Vaders, were chili flavoured. Disgusting, but Charlie seems to like chili, so there we go. I'm getting really excited. So I've reinforced the sides of the Death Star because we know that obviously the Death Star is has its weak points, so I've reinforced the sides, and hopefully so this is the bottom half, obviously I'll melt that bit off as well, but it's looking all right, isn't it? And I'm gonna put the bits inside, although I might not be able to fit them all in, but 1 or 2 maybe. The other one is still setting because it's not quite reinforced enough, but oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Buzzing. For my R2s, I filled them up with dark chocolate and then emptied them out again, but I had to make sure that the sides and the shell was thick enough for the next step. Right, plan now is to put some caramel into the R2s. Now, I've got to do it in the really low bits because otherwise it's not going to work. I know the reasons. Now also I'm going to be using Tesco's one because I'm going to be making fudge tomorrow and I can't do it all. I can't. But at least we know this is going to be nice because I've already had a spoonful. That was really good. And so I filled them up, but not all the way because there needed to be some chocolate on the top. I just destroyed the Death Star. I'm proper excited about this, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I'm just dead excited. I really want to get them out, and I want to see what they look like, and I think they're probably ready. But I'll just do one. I'll do the shittest one on each. I think this is probably the shittest Vader. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, that's ace, that. Okay, happy? This is definitely the shittest Yoda because it was made of all the scrap bits. I don't know if Yodas are ready yet, but... oh, it smells minty. Oh. Interesting. I mean, this was the shittest one, but... he is a bit shit. He is a bit shit. He's a bit discoloured as well, which is a really, real shame, but never mind. Hopefully the others will be a bit better. And then Han. Let's go for this one. Oh, that's better. Yes! Oh, yes! Yeah! It's the next day, and so all of the chocolates have set, which is great. And it's time to pull some of them out, so that's exciting. I did do an R2-D2 earlier, and I wasn't careful enough on his little legs, so it looks like he's a little legless R2-D2 now. But this is quite good because then it means I get to see if the caramel thing worked, so. Okay, it did. Oh, kind of messy, but oh, woo, amazing, right? Yes, let's get these bad boys going. Buzzing. More legs came off. The name for this chocolate, by the way, was the one your caramel inside your rusty innards. Okay, I cannot lie, I am dead chuffed with how the Death Star and R2 have come out. The tempering on this, look at that shine, that is amazing. So I am very pleased with that. Now the R2s, they had, some of them have got their little legs fallen off, but the big one has come out really good. So, yeah! Oh, it's so exciting. It's all coming together really nice. Amazing. Let's keep going. Here I am putting the Death Star together with the little bits in and gluing R2's legs back on. Right, I'm now moving on to doing the white chocolate stuff, which is very exciting. So we've got white chocolate Stormtroopers, white chocolate Millennium Falcon, and also I've now decided to do the Mandalorian ones. So it's going to be the Mandalorian helmet is going to be dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate layered. And then I'm going to do one of each and the actual emblem as well. So plenty to be getting on with. Also, I thought I'd just see if I could try and do the lemon thing because I think it's fun. It's nice. It was so tasty. So might as well try, right? I whisked up the white chocolate and basically to temper it, I've put half in the microwave and then mixed in the other half, and it just helps with the setting of it. And then I did the same thing for the Stormtroopers as I did with the R2s, except this time I made up a lemon white chocolate ganache thing and shoved it into those molds. Now I know that I'm using my fingers all the time and it must look really messy, but I promise you I wash my hands and the surfaces every time. See? So then I did the milk chocolate stuff and mixed some orange in with the milk chocolate for a BB-8 because he's orange. Get it? Day 3 of chocolate making. It's going really, really well. I did the milk chocolate ones yesterday. The milk chocolate does not temper as well as the other ones did, the X-Wings, because they are currently just a little bit falling apart, really. I can relate. Another thing that I did yesterday was I made the box. So the box, I didn't know what to do for it, and I was looking around in Tesco to try and find something. And then I saw this and I thought, oh, Daisy, you're a fucking genius. So, a box file, perfect. Now, obviously, it looks like a box file, so I've decided to decorate the front, and I'm quite proud of this. But I haven't got any footage of me doing it because I was watching The Holiday and Hot Fuzz at the time, but. Amazing. I did it on this piece of paper first, and then I put it on and like etched it in and then went over the top. I need to go over it again because it's still not quite, but I'm quite pleased with that. I'm also going to put the menu here, just like stick an A4 piece of shape paper here, so that it'll, and I've got fun names for all of them as well. So there we go. It's quite exciting, really. I have to say, this has all been going very, very, very well so far. Obviously we hit that sort of snag with the milk chocolate potentially not being as well tempered as the other bits, but here's how BB-8 turned out. Not as perfect and as clean and crisp as the others, but still absolutely fine. I've got my X-Wings here. They need filling with fudge, which I am yet to make. You can see the shine on them is actually pretty good. However, when you peel it away, it doesn't come away as crisp as some of the others, but it's fine. I think that once they've got fudge in them and filled up with chocolate, it will be fine. Now I've got to make the fudge. So, it's all been going so well. Let's see if it can continue to go so well. Of course it can't. No, that would be too easy. We need to drag this process out for as long as humanly possible, of course, and create as many obstacles as humanly possible, of course. I don't have a can opener. Now, I asked my parents, oh, I don't have a can opener, what should I do? They said, don't use a knife. So, what I'm gonna do is use a knife. Not because my parents told me not to and because they are always wrong when they say things like that, because in fact they're always right. However, a knife seems like the most logical thing. I've also seen it done with a spoon. So let's just see how we go, shall we? Don't look if you're squeamish. I'm kidding. The spoon thing, you had to rub it and it was just horrid. Right, the knife thing was too scary and then the spoon thing was, gave me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm gonna have to do the worst thing, which is the other thing that my parents suggested, is ask somebody else. Here I go. Right, I went and got it opened elsewhere because it's too much for me to deal with, so here we go. Let's make some fudge. Right, so I've just been looking on my iPad for fudge recipes. Now, it takes about 20 minutes to get to a recipe anyway because you have to scroll through all the fucking backlog of that time when they made it for their nan's christening or whatever, you know, like, piss off. So there's that, and also there's the fact that there are some recipes that are calling for milk, which I don't have. And there are some that are saying you can do it in 2 minutes, some that are saying you can do it in 25, others that say you can do it with 2 ingredients, and others say you can do it with 10. So I don't know what I'm doing, but what I'm gonna do is collate the information that I've just read and try my own version. The beauty of this also is that I can watch Mandalorian at the same time. The slight negative is that I've got no idea what I'm doing. What I did here is put an unknown quantity of butter into a saucepan and also an unknown amount of sugar. All I can tell you is it was a lot. And then I burnt it, and then I put condensed milk in it in an attempt to salvage it. Needless to say, well, No, that's spoilers, isn't it? It looks like caramel and it looks all right, doesn't it? Turns out I cannot tell you how to make fudge. I can tell you how not to. What I just did there. That's also an important lesson. What not to do. Let me show you for why. So basically, what you end up with is a mess. Quite literally a hot mess. A hot sticky mess. Is there any kind of worse mess to have than a hot sticky mess? No. I made something that sort of resembles what I think it should probably look like, but what I've actually got is some hard bits and some soft bits. So what I've done is I've tried to just take out the softer bits and shove that in the mould and hope for the best. Now, I wasn't convinced by the X-Wings anyway because they seem to be a little bit not very well set. So this is probably going to either make them worse or better, or we'll just bin them. We'll bin them off entirely. But if I do put them in, then I have been thinking of names for each of the chocolates. Mostly it's quotes from films. But I have decided for this one, I think it should be called Fudge is for Droids. Something along the lines of making fudge is for droids. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi would say, flying is for droids. So is fudge. So is fudge. But we say fuck it. Just put chocolate on the top and it'll probably be fine. Well, we'll see, shall we? Then I took all of them out of the moulds, which was great. Or was it? Right, I think I'm going to scrap the X-Wings because this is what they look like. So, best not, eh? The Falcon isn't the best, but this one's brilliant. For some reason, tempering the white was much, much better than tempering the milk and dark, it would seem. Because the Yodas have got a bit of, I think that might be from the, whatchamacallit, peppermint thing, you know. But never mind, it's all good. I've just tried an X-Wing and it was really nice. Shame. Then I tried 5 more X-Wings and they were all really quite nice. But I never got to try these Stormtroopers, which I am gutted about, but never mind. Then I coated the Han Solos and honestly, I think this looks so cool. Apparently they had too much salt in, which I can definitely believe. But the luster dusting them was really cool. Same for the emblems. And then I put luster dust on the Milk Falcon because you can't polish a turd, but you can cover in glitter. So here they are all packed up and I did all those drawings myself, quite proud. Charlie says it looks like a suitcase of cocaine, but I don't know what that looks like, so. Okay, so it's Wednesday today and Charlie's birthday's on Friday, so I've packed it up quite tight, I hope, and I'm about to post it.
It's quite big and heavy. Shall I open it? No idea what this could be. Feels like brown on the bottom. Oh, what? That's the top. It says Charlie's Chocolates.
And it's very rattly.
Very rattly. Oh wow.